everybody. My name is Jackie and this is my channel. I just call it Everyday with Jackie. Over here on this channel, we do everyday looks. I do a little bit of product reviews. I do a little hauling. I do some testing out new products. I do a little lifestyle content, and I do a lot of get ready with me videos. So if this sounds like the channel for you, please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the notification bell so you'll know each and every time that a video goes up. In today's video, we are testing out a new product, and it is the Wild Child Palette by ColourPop. And I also picked up all three Super Shock shadows. That's a tongue twister. But I picked up all three of the Super Shock shadows, all three of them. I did 3 looks, 1 palette. So if you're interested in seeing how everything turned out using this Wild Child palette, then you'll have to keep watching. Okay, so I am super excited to be doing today's video. I did pick up a new product from ColourPop, and the palette that I picked up is called the Wildest Dreams Eye Set Collection, and it does retail for $28. I didn't want the whole collection, so I only picked up the products that I personally thought I would use, and that is the Wild Child Palette by ColourPop. And I also, the Wild Child Palette by ColourPop, it does retail for $14. I also picked up 3 of the Super Shock shadows, and they are retailing for $6. So I have 3 of these. And again, they're $6. And I didn't pick up the lippy sticks or anything like that because I'm trying not to buy any more lipsticks because I have so many in my collection and they're just starting to go bad. So I didn't pick up any of those. Now I have swatched the palette because I am trying to be more active on Instagram and on Twitter. So I swatched the palette. I haven't uploaded the swatches yet because I haven't looked at the footage, but I will go ahead and swatch the palette for you guys. The palette does come with a mirror. It has this little film over it that I can't seem to take off. So this palette is so cute. It looks to me like everything is like a giraffe print. And this is the packaging the palette comes in, and the names are on the back. And I thought this was so cute. And the shadows are so deep and rich and chocolatey that I thought it would be perfect for my skin tone. So I did go ahead and pick it up. This is what the palette looks like. And it has a little giraffe print all around it, or on the corners of it. And again, it's so deep and chocolatey. So I just really wanted to try the palette out. So like I said, I will go ahead and do some swatches. The first shadow is called Feisty. The next one is called Icon, just this one right here. And then this one is called Hard to Get. So I'm going to swatch all the way across. And this is what this first row looks like. Next up we have Grasslands, which is this shadow right here. And we have Lashes, this one right here. And Close Up, this one right here. It's a soft shadow, but it's really pretty. Okay, and then the last row is called Ground Crew, Fierce, and hashtag Spotted. So right here, Ground Crew, Fierce, and hashtag Spotted. And these are the shades right here. Let me see if I turn my light down, if you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, and now let's do some swatching of the Super Shock shadows. The first one is called Run Wild. This is Run Wild. Next, we have Free Reign. This is Free Reign. I'm all over the place. And the last one is called Basic Instincts. Basic Instinct. So these are the swatches of the Super Shock shadows. Sorry, you guys already know I am a horrible swatcher. Let's just go ahead and get into it. My eye, my face has been done. My eyes may be a little stained because I have already done an eye look for today. And I'm just going in with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer. Now, my friend did say that she wanted me to do a chocolate, a brown smoky eye look is what she said. And so I told her that I had this palette coming and that I thought this would be the perfect palette to do that with today's eyeshadow look. Don't know what I'm doing. Have no clue, but I may try to do one look on one eye and another one on the other eye. I do want to go in with Spotted. Gonna go in above my crease a little bit with Spotted. Very powdery indeed. But it is kind of a skin tone shade, but I do see it. And so next we're gonna go in with Ground Crew right here. Okay, now I think we're gonna go in with Hard to Get, and that's gonna be this shadow right here, Hard to Get. This is doesn't look like it'll be this deep in the pan, but I do want to play with, let me make sure I have my glitter glue. Okay, I have my glitter glue and I'm gonna put that on the lid. And then I think I want to go in with Grasslands, which is this one right here. Isn't that a pretty color? It's a pretty shade. Okay. This is the first look. However, since I have 3 Super Shocks, I'm going to put that Super Shock, I think I'm going to put it right on top. This is a pretty shade, but I want a little bit something sparkly. So I'm going to take this Super Shock and press it right on top. And yes, here we go. That's pretty. Okay, that's basically it for the inner corner. I think I'm gonna go in with Fierce. Really doesn't need an inner corner, but we're gonna do it on at least one eye. This shade right here, Fierce. So we're gonna stop that, leave that alone. That's basically the first eye look. And let's go ahead and hop to this eye. This eye is already primed. And for this eye, I think I'm gonna go in with Ground Crew, the shade right here. I'm gonna pick this up again. And again, I will say, these are very powdery. I'm just laying my brush down. I'm not even swirling it. And then I'm going to go in and pick up this Feisty. Really gonna smoke it out on the outer corner. Now this is kind of gonna be like a blackened shade, or deep, or kind of like a plum. Now that is deep and smoky. I think we're gonna go in with, no, let's go in with Close Up because I want to use another Super Shock. So we're gonna go in with Close Up right here. Okay, and let's see. I just want to, I never play with Super Shock shadows, so I just want to play with, I kind of like this as it is, actually. The shade Spotted, this one, and just put a little underneath my brow bone. Yeah, I kind of like this like it is, but I want to play with the Super Shock. I don't have very many of these. Okay, so we've already used Run Wild, so we're gonna put that over to the side. No, I think it's already taken on the shade of Basic Instinct. Yes, it's already taken on that shade. That's the shade right here. So it's already a coppery color, so maybe we'll go in with just a little bit of Free Rain. So we already see what it looks like without it. I may do one more look, guys. I just might. Now that lightened it up a little bit. That looks pretty. See how that toned that down a little bit and not made it look so brassy? Okay, these are the two eye looks that we've done so far. This almost looks like a black eye. Let me see if I can blend this out just a little bit. Soften that up. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so these are the two eye looks that we've created. I say let's go in for one more. So give me just a second. I'm going to take both of these eyes off, and the last look will be our final look. And we're going to use this other Super Shock. We're going to use the other Super Shock shadow. I love these. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, but first, let's finish up the look. I'm going to go in with my Marc Jacobs. This is a it's a matte gel eye crayon, but I'm using this in my waterline. Okay, this is the first time I've used this product, and we're just going to go ahead and drag her to get to our bottom lash line. And we're going to go ahead and drag Fierce down. Try not to get any more fallout than I have already. And then on this eye, go into Feisty. And I'm just going to bring it right close to my lash line. And then I'm going to take the first shade that we use, which is called Close Up. I'm going to take that shade the rest of the way across, because I don't want to look like I have a black eye. Okay, and I'm going to put some mascara on. I'm not going to put a heavy coat on, or else I won't be able to take it off for our final eye look. Just going to put a light coat on. Okay, so just a little light coat of mascara. For this palette, I've pulled out my lip bar lip liner in Straight Talk, as well as my lipstick in the shade, can't see, Heartbreaker. This writing's so small. My lips are stained. I had a pink lipstick on, and they're stained. So I thought this shade would kind of mute everything out. Oh, you guys, I did post on Instagram that I do have a affiliate code for the lip bar. So they have come out with a new skin tint. It's like a lightweight foundation. So they did come out with a new one of those, and I did order it as well as their concealer that I've been wanting to try. And so, like I said, I do have an affiliate code that will save you 10% off if you're interested in picking up any items from the lip bar. So it is in my description box. And of course, you know, you don't have to use it. It would just save you 10%. So you guys, this is it. We have done 2 different looks. So I'm going to take this off very carefully. And then we'll try to jump in and do one more look with this palette. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's hop into the final look. To be perfectly honest, my eyes are on fire. So let's get this final look down. And of course, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in with Hard to Get. Hard to Get. I almost forgot to show you guys. I'm so deep in thought. I'm gonna go right here again with Feisty. Because as you can see, there are only 2 kind of deepening out of B colors. Sipping on a little tea. And then I'm going to take my glitter glue. I'm going to hurry up because my back is starting to hurt. And we're going to get ready for some major fallout. Yes, because I am going to go in with, what's it called? Lashes. And that's this one right here. That's the one that had the asterisk by it. I'm trying to pack it on so the glitter just doesn't fall out on my face. I can already start to see some of it. I think it looks pretty. And I'm gonna very carefully try to blend this together. I wish I would have probably brought the glitter glue back just a little bit more. Okay, this is good. Okay, I'm not going to do too much more to this eye, but I am going to put some underneath my brow bone. I'm going to go in with hashtag spotted. Okay, so I'm going to hop off and catch this eye up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have both of my eyes caught up. I'm going to go back in with this Marc Jacobs Earthquake is what I believe it's called. Oh, okay, so this twists up from the bottom, so I thought you had to sharpen it, but I guess not. I'm just gonna go in my waterline. So I was supposed to use this final Super Shock shadow, which is Free Reign. So I think I'm gonna try to see how it's gonna look in my waterline. I don't think I can really see anything. I mean, you can see a little. You can see it just a little bit. I'm gonna put some mascara on my top and bottom lashes and I'll be right back. Before I do my lashes, I decided to go in with, what's that say, Icon. It's this shade right here. I think this is the only shade we haven't used. And I put it right on top of the Super Shock shadow. And I think I like it better. Which means now, have we used close-up? I kind of think we did. I'm sure we did. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put that right here. Now I know we have used every shade in this palette. And now I'm gonna hop off and do my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've picked out a lip color. Turn the TV down. And that's all I'm doing. It's so late. It's about 10 o'clock. So I'm not gonna bother to change clothes or anything. So this is ColourPop and this is the lip liner in the shade Pitch. And I just went and grabbed the Fenty lip gloss. I thought it would go good with this look. It is in the shade Hot Chocolate. It's not very pigmented, but since the eyes are really glittery, I just thought this would be a nice shade to go in with. Something that's not doing too much. We have done successfully 3 looks using this ColourPop palette. I'm trying to move stuff out the way. My thoughts on the palette are, I like it. I like it a lot. The matte shades are very powdery, but I mean, you can get a few different looks, but the only 2 shades, of course, to deepen out your outer V are the shade Hard to Get and Feisty. So, you know, if you can get past that, this is a good palette. All your looks start to, when you keep using those 2 shades to deepen out your outer V, your looks start to kind of look a little bit similar to each other. But this is a nice palette. I do think it is brown girl friendly. I love the shades in here. They're so rich in color, and they show up. They show up really nicely. So that's why I wanted to get the palette, because I just thought this was something different from what I usually see with ColourPop, and that the shades were chocolatey and rich, and they look very nice on the eyelids, and so they're very pigmented, and like I said, the shades are definitely brown girl friendly. I'm happy that I've gotten to use these Super Shock shadows. I have used all 3 of them, and the thing about these is, of course, just like with your palettes, you can use them with the ColourPop palette. You can continue to use them with different looks. I mean, actually, you don't even need to go in and incorporate this with the palette. You could just do a one and done with the Super Shock shadows on your lid and just call it a day. And each of these shades would help you to do that, because these are very pretty, and these would just be very, not only are they like, you can use them as a topper, but you can also just use them as a one shadow look. Very creamy, very silky. They're kind of like a putty, and it's hard for me not to just want to jam my finger into it, but these have nice color payoffs, and I like these as well. So the last time I checked on the ColourPop site, the collection as a whole was sold out, but they did have everything still. No, yes, the palette was also sold out. The collection for $28, the whole collection was sold out, to include the lipsticks, the Super Shock shadows, and the palette. All of that was sold out. The Wild Child palette, which retails for $14, was also sold out, but the Super Shock shadows for $6 each, they were, all 3 of them were still in stock. So I'm sure they're going to be doing some restocking and letting people know when everything comes back into stock. But I was glad that I was able to pick it up on the first go around. So you have to let me know down below if you're planning on picking this palette up when it comes back in stock, or if this is just a pass for you if you're not feeling the shades in the palette. But I do think it is very, very pretty. And again, I'm so glad I was able to pick it up. This is kind of true to what it looks like. So I'm glad I picked it up. Let me know how you like the eye looks that I did today using the palette. And that's it. That does complete today's video. If you do like these types of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and ringing the notification bell. That just lets you know each and every time that a video goes up. And share the channel, because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know you're always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging in there with me tonight. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.